Our 7th chapter is about directing, and here we are going to study about directing, its importance, its principle, process, meaning of supervision and its importance, motivation, Maslow's hierarchy theory, financial and non-financial incentives, leadership and qualities of good leader, formal and informal communication, and barriers to effective communication. So these are the topics which are covered in this chapter. So let us look what is directing. Directing means giving instructions and guiding people in doing work. In our daily life, we come across many situations like a hotel owner directing his employees to complete certain activities for organizing a function, a teacher directing his students to complete an assignment, a film director directing the artist about how they should act in the film. So in our daily life, we are coming across many situations like employees directing their employees to work, how to work. So directing means you're giving instruction or you're guiding those employees in the organization to achieve some work, so in doing some work, to assist it in the work. So this is simply, it means directing and giving instruction in doing work. So directing refers to the process of instructing, guiding, counseling, motivating, and leading people in the organization to achieve its objectives. Now let us look at the characteristics. The first one is directing initiates action. Yes, through directing, an action is being performed. So directing initiates action. Next one is directing takes place at every level of management, whether it is top level, middle level, or lower level. In every levels of management, directing is an essential part. Third one is directing is a continuous process. Yes, from the starting of production till the end of the production, or from the starting of the business till the end, the directing is going on. It's continuous process. It cannot be stopped at any point of time. Next is directing flows from top to bottom. Yes, from the superior to the subordinates, directing flows from the downwards, from superior to subordinates, directing flows. What is the importance of directing? Directing helps to initiate actions. Yeah, as we said, it's also characteristics. It helps to initiate actions. It integrates employees' efforts in the organization in such a way that every individual effort contributes to the organization's performance. Yeah, each and every employee is being directed to contribute to the overall objectives, overall organizational performance. So it integrates employees' efforts. All the efforts of employees are converted to organization's good performance. So that is possible only because directing is there in the organization. Next is directing guides employees to fully realize their potential and capabilities. When you ask someone to do something in the prescribed manner, he will realize his capabilities, he will take his potential, he will realize, and he will be motivated. Then directing facilitates introduction of needed changes in the organization. When you ask somebody to change according to the environmental changes, so directing helps to change according to the changing environmental conditions. Effective directing helps to bring stability and balance in the organization. Yeah, when a good system of direction is there in the organization, that helps you to maintain stability and balance. Now look at the principles of directing. What are the principles of directing? The first one is maximum individual contribution. So maximum individual contribution, with principal emphasis that directing techniques must help every individual in the organization to contribute to his maximum potential. When you ask an employee to do something in the prescribed manner, he has to take out his full potential and full capacity. So this is known as maximum individual contribution. Second one is harmony of objectives. Yes, there should be a harmonic connection between the objectives. So good directing should help in providing harmony within employees and within the management and everywhere inside the organization. Next is unity of command. What does unity of command mean? Unity of command means a person should receive orders from one person, one superior only. If he receives from multiple superiors, then he will be confused. He cannot do the work properly. Next is appropriateness of direction technique. According to this principle, appropriate motivational leadership technique should be used. So motivational and leadership technique must be used in helping an employee to perform his work. Then comes an effective managerial communication. Effective managerial communication across all levels, whether the top level, whether middle level or lower level, whatever levels of management exist in the organization, a good communication system must be there between the superior and the subordinates. Then use of informal organization. That is, a manager should realize that informal groups or organization exist within every formal organization. Yeah. Communication between the employees is must, but everything cannot be taken place as formal. So informal groups also exist in the organization, so managers have to identify that and they should recognize them. Then there should be a good leadership quality. The manager should exercise good leadership. When good leaders exist in the organization, the employees will also follow that. Then follow through. Mere giving of order is not sufficient. It is not only to give orders. A manager should not only give orders, but he have to look after it if they are doing the work in the correct manner, if they are in the proper process. All this is being checked. So it's not just giving orders. Next topic is about the elements of direction. So direction has 4 elements. The first one is supervision, motivation, leadership and communication. So these are the 4 elements of directing: supervision, motivation, leadership and communication. So we'll be studying about each. First one is supervision. What does supervision means? Supervision can be understood in 2 ways. Firstly, it can be understood as an element of directing. It's one of the elements of directing. And as a function performed by supervisors in the organization. Supervision is the function which is performed by a supervisor in the organization. So every manager in the organization supervises his subordinates. And that means give orders and have responsibility, have accountability, and everything takes place. So this is not a supervision. They supervise the subordinates inside the organization. Secondly, supervision can be understood as a function to be performed by supervisor, a manager position in the organization. Supervisor is a managerial position in the organization. We have seen supervisors inside the organization, right? So it is one of the elements as well as it is a function of management. Now, what are the importance of supervision? Supervision maintains day-to-day contact and maintains friendly relation with workers. Supervision helps in maintaining a friendly relationship with workers as well as day-to-day contact is being maintained. Then supervisor act as a link between workers and manager. Yes, between workers and management they act as a link because they supervise the work done by the employees and they share these responsibilities or their way of working towards the top management. So he is a worker on one hand and he is also a problem solver. He solves the problems of workers as well. Then supervisor plays a key role in maintaining group unity. So to maintain unity among different groups, supervisors play a key role. Then supervisor ensure performance of work according to target. If they check if the performance are being taking place according to the target set. Then supervisor provides good on-the-job training. That is within the organization they provide training. Then they are a leadership quality lies between supervisors. Let's say their supervisor leadership plays an important role in the organization. Then good supervisor analyzes the work performed and gives feedback. He analyzes the work done by different employees inside the organization and give feedback to the top management or towards the employee if he sees that they are not doing up to the level. Next is motivation. What is motivation? Motivation means increment or inducement to act or move. That is, you are inducing, you are motivating an employee to do the work. That is inducement to act or move. So in the context of organization means process of making subordinates to act in a desired manner to achieve certain organization goals. So the management, they are making the employees to act in a desired manner which they want. That is done for achieving the goals of the organization. So that is motivation. That means an act of making someone to do something. It is in a desired manner. Now let us look at the features of motivation. Motivation is an internal feeling. Yes, it is an internal feeling. We will be motivated by many factors. So that motivation depends upon our feelings, desires, aspirations, striving of human needs. So these are the factors which motivate us. Next, motivation provides goal-directed behavior. When you are motivated, you work as per the directions given and that helps for achieving the goals of the organization. Motivation can be positive or negative. You can have a good motivation or you can have a negative motivation. That depends upon your thinking, feelings and your desires and needs. Then motivation is a complex process. Motivation is a complex process, so it is not easy to get motivated. the person who is motivating you strives hard for making you get motivated. So it is a complex process because our imagination and thinking is different. Each employee's imagination and thinking is different, so to get motivated is a hard process actually. Now let us see the importance of motivation. What are the importance of motivation? The first one is motivation helps to improve performance level of employees as well as the organization. Yes, motivation helps you to perform well as well to achieve the organization goal. So motivation helps to improve your performance level as well as it contributes towards the organization. It satisfies the needs of employees. Proper motivation satisfies the needs of employees. So when you get satisfaction, you devote your energies for performing your maximum. Second one is motivation helps to change negative or indifferent attitudes of employee to positive attitude. Suppose if you have a negative feeling about something, when you get motivated and if they say that this something is good, then you change your attitude towards positivity. So motivation helps you to change from negativity to positivity. Motivation helps to reduce employee turnover. Yes, when you get motivated, the chance of leaving the organization, quitting from the job will be much reduced. Motivation helps to reduce absenteeism. Yeah, you will not get absent. You will have that feeling to go and work in the organization. So absenteeism will be being absent will be less. Motivation helps managers to introduce changes smoothly without much resistance from people. Yes, when you get motivated, it is easy for the managers to adopt changes in the organization because you are motivated. You will and the employees will directly change according to the changing situation. So it is easy for the managers to introduce changes. Now next heading is Maslow's need hierarchy theory. So Maslow's need hierarchy theory is a motivational theory, and there are certain hierarchy needs which is put forward by him. So this theory is considered fundamental to understanding of motivation. It's a fundamental motivation theory. Abraham Maslow has proposed this theory, and he is a well-known psychologist. And this theory was based on human needs. On the basis of human needs, they will be motivated. So his needs are basically human needs theory actually. So he says that the 5 needs are basic psychological needs, security needs, belonging needs, esteem needs, and self-actualization needs. First one is basic or psychological needs. These are most basic. That is hunger, thirst, shelter, sleep are some examples of these needs. So these are unavoidable. You cannot avoid hunger, thirst, shelter. So these psychological needs are the first basic needs. Second one is safety, that to provide security and safety protection from harmful procedures, processes, and harmful activities is another need. Next one is belonging needs, that refers to sense of belongingness, acceptance, recognition in the society. These are belonging needs. Then esteem needs is self-respect, freedom, status comes under esteem needs. And self-actualization needs, it is the highest level. It is the 5th need there. This Maslow has been proposed. It refers to drive to become what one is capable of becoming, that is to become what he want. His maximum capacity is used to become what he want, that is growth, self-fulfillment, achievement of goals. So in this pyramid you can see from first to last the 5 theories, 5 needs have been set: psychological needs, safety, affiliation, esteem, self-actualization needs. So the assumptions, the theory is based on some assumptions. The Maslow's need hierarchy theory is based on some assumptions like, first one is people's behavior is based on their needs. Yes, people behavior is based on their needs. Satisfaction is the need for people to buy a product. Yes. Second one is people's needs are in hierarchical order, starting from basic needs to higher level. Yes, our needs start from lower to the top. Next, a satisfied need can no longer motivate a person. Next, higher level need can motivate him. When you're satisfied by one product, next you will think about you need more satisfaction than this. So it goes on to higher levels only. It will not come down. Next is a person moves to the next higher level of hierarchy only when the lower need is satisfied. So when the lower is satisfied, he will move on to the next higher levels to get more satisfaction. So this is the basic assumptions on which this theory has been framed. Next topic is about financial and non-financial incentives. So incentive means all measures which are used to motivate people to improve. So incentives are given to motivate people. These are financial, non-financial incentives. That is, financial means to motivate people in the form of money, and non-financial means other than money. So let us see what is financial incentive. So in the context of existing economic system, money has become a means to satisfy the physical needs. Yes, we need money. Everyone is working for getting money. Through money only we can satisfy our needs. So financial incentive refers to incentives which are in direct monetary form. That is, incentives in the form of money are termed as financial incentives. They are like pay and allowances, productivity linked wage, bonus, profit sharing. All these are in the terms of money, right? So these are financial incentives. Co-partnership, stock option, perquisites. So these are the financial incentives. And coming to non-financial incentive means they are not in the form of money. Like psychological, social, emotional factors are playing a good role in non-financial incentives. Like it can be status, you want a good status in the society, then organization climate, you want a well working condition, good working condition inside the organization. Then career advancement opportunity, you want to develop yourself, you want to go to higher levels. You nobody will like to sit in the same position for his entire life. You want to get promotion, you want to get recognition, you want to achieve opportunities. So these all comes on a non-financial. Then job enrichment, that is greater variety of work and require higher level of knowledge and skill. Such job enrichment has to be provided. Job security has to be provided. Employee recognition programs, like a program for employees to motivate them to relieve their stress, to get participated. Then employee participation, that means involving employees in decision making issues related to them. So when you allow participation of employees, you can take good decision by considering their ideas as well. And the last one is employee empowerment. That means giving more powers, giving more freedom to the employees so that they feel that their ideas they are important in the organization. So this will allow them to retain in the organization, and the chance of leaving the job will be less. So we learned about supervision, motivation. The next one is leadership. What is leadership? We all know what is leadership. To act as a leader. So leadership indicates the ability of an individual to maintain good interpersonal relationship with followers. When you are a leader, the followers are learning things from you. So it indicates the ability of an individual to maintain good interpersonal relationship with followers and motivate them to contribute for the organization's objectives. Let us see the features of leadership. The first one is it indicates ability of an individual to influence others. So leader influences other people who are following him. It brings change in the behavior of others. When you act good, your followers will also act good. So it changes their behavior. Then it indicates a relation between leaders and followers. Then leadership is exercised to achieve the common goals of the organization. Leadership is being maintained in the organization to achieve the organization goals. It is a continuous process. Now coming to the importance of leadership. Its importance are leadership influences behavior of people. Yes, other people are influenced by your behavior. Good interpersonal relationship between followers and leader is maintained. Then they play a good role in changes in the organization. To change according to the changing environment, leaders play an important role. The leader handle conflicts effectively. A good leader will handle all the problems arising in the organization with positivity, and they will reduce the adverse effect which is going to take place in the organization. So he is a good problem solver. Next is they provide training to their subordinates. Yes, subordinates in the organization are provided training by the leaders. What are the good qualities of a good leader? They have physical features. Some physical qualities are like they have height, weight, health. Then appearance determine their personality. So these physical features are one of their qualities. Next is knowledge. A good leader should have required knowledge in the field where he is working. Then only he can train his subordinates for lead his subordinates. Next is integrity. A leader should possess high level of integrity and honesty. So leader should be very honest in doing his work, because the others are following him, so they will also act honestly when the leader is honest. And initiative, a leader has to be courageous, and he should have initiative. He should take initiative in solving problems, in doing his work, in doing those activities. He should grab the opportunities, and he should have a good communication skill. Then he should have a good motivation skill, then only he can motivate others. So being motivated, to get people motivated is a very complex process, so he should have the motivation skill, as well as he should have self confidence, because when he has a confidence that he is able to do the work, this is the most important characteristics or quality a leader should have. He should be self confidence at first. Then the leader should be decisiveness, that is, he should manage the work. When he gets a work, he should be firm in his ideas and options, and he should not change frequently. Then social skill, he should be very sociable and friendly with his colleagues, that you have to maintain a good relation with the colleagues and followers. Good human relation must be maintained.